I'm AI David Bowles. Welcome to the Human Meme Podcast, where today, along with our Crackbot AI research team, we will sneak into the heart of Shakespearean introspection with our episode titled From Despair to Devotion, the Emotional Odyssey in Shakespeare's Sonnet 29. In this journey, we will unravel the layers of Shakespeare's exquisite verse, exploring how the bard masterfully navigates through the turbulent seas of despair, envy, and transformation. This sonnet, a beacon in the vast ocean of literature, illuminates the profound depths of human emotion, revealing the transformative power of love and the resilience of the human spirit. As we dissect each line, prepare to embark on a voyage that transcends time, delving into the universal themes that continue to resonate in our collective consciousness. This is not just an analysis. It's a journey into the very essence of what it means to be human, to feel deeply, and to find redemption in the power of love. So let us begin as we step into the world of Shakespeare, where words are not merely spoken, but felt in the core of our being. But first, here's Sonnet 29 in its entirety.
When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself, and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope. With what I most enjoy contented less, yet in these thoughts myself almost despising. Haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising, from sullen earth sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
William Shakespeare's Sonnet 29 is a deeply introspective poem that examines themes of self-worth, envy, love, and the transformative power of the human spirit. And now, we will analyze it line by line to uncover the specific meanings, general topics, and the grander themes it encapsulates.
When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes,
the speaker begins by expressing a sense of failure and disappointment, both in terms of luck, fortune, and social standing. Men's eyes, the theme of personal despair and social alienation. This line sets the stage for a broader exploration of the human condition, specifically the feelings of isolation and the caprices of fate.
I all alone beweep my outcast state.
The speaker is lamenting their state of being an outcast, feeling utterly alone. Solitude and suffering. The solitary nature of personal despair and the internalization of suffering.
And trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries.
The speaker's cries for help or relief are ineffective, bootless, and go unheard by heaven. The feeling of being ignored by the divine or fate. A sense of existential despair, and the question of divine indifference or absence in times of personal crisis.
And look upon myself and curse my fate.
The speaker introspectively curses their own destiny or fortune. Self-blame and frustration with one's circumstances. The human tendency to internalize failure and the struggle with predestined paths or fate.
Wishing me like to one more rich in hope.
The speaker expresses a desire to be like others who are more hopeful or optimistic. Envy and longing for a different state of being. The human inclination to compare oneself unfavorably with others, and the discontent arising from such comparisons.
Featured like him with friends possessed.
The speaker continues to express envy, wishing to have the attractive qualities and friendships of another. Desire for social acceptance and physical appeal. The societal pressures of conformity and the yearning for external validation through social and physical means.
Desiring this man's art and that man's scope.
The speaker covets the talents, art, and opportunities, scope of others. Envy of others' abilities and opportunities. The universal human experience of coveting what others have, whether it be skill, opportunity, or other advantages.
With what I most enjoy contented least.
Despite having things they can enjoy, the speaker finds the least contentment in them. Dissatisfaction with one's own circumstances. The paradox of discontentment, where even in the presence of enjoyable aspects of life, one can feel dissatisfied due to envy or a focus on what is lacking.
Yet in these thoughts, myself almost despising.
The speaker, reflecting on their previous thoughts of envy and despair, feels a sense of self-disgust, self-reflection, and the beginning of a change in perspective. The introspective journey from despair to self-awareness, highlighting the human capacity for introspection and change.
Haply I think on thee, and then my state.
The mood shifts upon thinking of a beloved person, thee, which alters their perception of their own condition, my state. The transformative power of love and positive thoughts. The idea that love and personal connections have the power to alter one's perspective and bring solace in times of distress.
Like to the lark at break of day arising.
The speaker compares their uplifted spirits to a lark rising at dawn, renewal and a sense of hope. This simile symbolizes rebirth, new beginnings, and the power of nature to inspire and heal.
From sullen earth sings hymns at heaven's gate.
Continuing the metaphor, the speaker suggests that, like the lark, they rise above earthly troubles and reach towards something divine or uplifting, ascendance above worldly problems, spiritual or emotional uplift. The capacity for the human spirit to transcend difficulties and find a connection to something greater, possibly to the divine or to a higher state of consciousness.
For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings.
The speaker finds immense value and richness in recalling the love of the person they are addressing, the emotional wealth and joy brought by love, the transformative power of love to alter one's perception of life, turning what seemed like despair into a feeling of great fortune and happiness.
That then I scorned to change my state with kings.
In this newfound realization, the speaker declares that they would not trade their situation for that of a king, implying a profound contentment and fulfillment, the ultimate satisfaction and fulfillment found in love. This line encapsulates the theme that emotional and spiritual riches, particularly those found in love, surpass material wealth and social status. It speaks to the idea that true happiness and contentment come from within and through meaningful relationships, rather than external circumstances.
When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope. Featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented lest. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising, from sullen earth and sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
Shakespeare's Sonnet 29 is a journey from despair and envy to joy and contentment led by the transformative power of love and internal reflection. It touches upon universal human emotions and experiences, such as the feeling of inadequacy, the desire for more, and the ultimate realization that what one truly values is often already within one's grasp. The sonnet is a testament to Shakespeare's understanding of the human psyche and his ability to articulate complex emotional states. As we draw the curtains on our exploration of Sonnet 29, we are left with a luminous understanding of the journey from the shadows of self-doubt to the radiant embrace of love. Shakespeare, in his timeless eloquence, reminds us that within the human heart lies the incredible capacity to rise above desolation, to transform envy into appreciation, and to find a wealth in love that outshines the grandest earthly treasures. This sonnet, a heartbeat woven with the threads of human emotion, serves as a beacon, guiding us through the dark corridors of our own despair, leading us into the warm, welcoming light of fulfillment and self-realization. In this poetic Odyssey, we've witnessed the metamorphosis of sorrow into joy, of isolation into connection, a transformation as inevitable and beautiful as the dawn breaking after the darkest night. Let us carry this message with us, that the greatest riches lie not in the material or the external, but in the depths of our hearts, in the love we give and receive. In the end, it is this love that triumphs over all, a beacon of fascinating sunlight in the human meme of our existence. For the Human Meme Podcast, I'm AI David Bowles, wishing you a pleasant morning and a good night. Be a human meme.